Start with the shoulder. So first thing I want to see is I'm going to come in on top of the shoulder for this one and keep the shoulder from elevating. And just raise your arm up, and he's helping to get all the way up. Perfect. He doesn't really have any tightness in his shoulder, but if he did, I would hold this position for 30 seconds. Then the next motion I would do at the shoulder, and I would keep my hand here again to stabilize his shoulder, and I hold above the wrist. So I'm going to bring him up like this. And again, if he had tightness, I would hold here for 30 seconds. He doesn't have any particular tightness. Even though he's propped on a pillow a little bit, he's very loose. The next joint would be the elbow. And I just want to see how much he can bend his elbow. So bend your elbow for me. Great job. So he has full range of motion there. Can you straighten it for me? Excellent. I'm going to come right under his elbow, hold above the wrist, and I'm just going to see if he has any tightness. He doesn't have any tightness. He still has full range of motion. However, at the end of this motion, I start to feel he's starting to get a little bit more stiff at the end of this range. So it would be a joint that you'd want to keep an eye on while you're stretching your son. The next position that we're going to look at is the forearm, and that would be between the elbow and the wrist. Can you turn your palm down like that? Show me how you do that. That's up. That's really good. And then let's go down. Good. This is called pronation, and he has full pronation. This is supination. He has a little bit of tightness at the end of the range. And so I keep his elbow in at his side so we don't get shoulder motion with this, that it's really isolated right to the forearm. I'm holding him above the wrist. Turn your palm up for me. Great. And I'm just going to hold him at the end of his available range for 30 seconds. Great job. The next joint we're going to look at is going to be the wrist. So let's just have your arm at your side. And I'm going to hold above the wrist. And I'm going to take his hand and his wrist and just, and he has really good range of motion here. So when you have full range of motion, you don't have to hold for that 30 seconds. Great job. The last thing we're going to do is to look at your fingers and your thumb. So I'm going to completely support his thumb like this and bring it out to the side. I'm looking right here at this thumb web space. That looks good. And then I'm going to look at this position coming forward, completely supporting the thumb. And both of those motions look good on Trenton, so we wouldn't have to hold those for 30 seconds. I'm now going to look at his fingers, and I'm looking to see if he has any tightness in any of his fingers, and he doesn't. I'm now going to support all the fingers in my hand, and then I'm going to bring them back, supporting on top, just to bring them back to see if he has that full range, and he does. So again, if your son has full range of motion, you don't need to hold those positions for 30 seconds, but you do want to monitor where the tightness might be developing.